Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the world of captivating stories and heartfelt romances. Today, get ready to embark on a journey through the top 10 romance anime where the couple is married. From heartwarming tales of lifelong love to whirlwind romances that culminate in a beautiful wedding, these anime series are sure to tug at your heartstrings and leave you rooting for happily ever afters. Whether you're a hopeless romantic or simply looking for some feel-good content to brighten your day, you won't want to miss out on these unforgettable love stories. So, grab your popcorn, get cozy, and let's dive into the magic of married romance in the world of anime. Love and Lies. In a futuristic society, Japan has adopted a complicated system known as the red threads of science to promote successful marriages and offset declining birth rates. The government assigns marriage partners to 16-year-olds based on compatibility calculations, with harsh consequences for those who disobey the agreement. For Yukari Najima, an adolescent who considers himself ordinary in every regard, this method could be his best chance at living a satisfying life. Yukari, however, rejects the system and expresses his feelings for his classmate and longtime crush, Misaki Takasaki. After some initial hesitancy, Misaki expresses his affections in a passionate moment. Unfortunately, before the two can continue their romance, Yukari receives his marriage notification. When his unimpressed assigned partner, Irina Sanada, gets obsessed with his illegal connection, he is dragged into a perplexing web of love and lies. The Way of the Househusband. Who would have believed that the most dreaded gangster of his day would suddenly live as a simple househusband? The famed immortal dragon Tatsu, widely known for his frequent clashes against other gangs, has mysteriously vanished, appearing to have abandoned the Yakuza. Unbeknownst to most, Tatsu is currently living in an apartment with his wife, trying to live a tranquil life. Tatsu, wearing his trusty apron, is now attempting to become an efficient housewife. As a result, he has developed the necessary skills, whether it is preparing the most delectable dishes, getting the best prices at supermarkets, or everything in between, much to the amazement of both his former subordinates and opponents. Despite his contentious past, Tatsu's new way of life will only become more quirky from now on. Psychic Princess. The Emperor arranges Qian Yunsheng's marriage to Ye Yuming, and she is concerned that the bad blood between their families would result in her being mistreated in the Ye home. Torn between duty and concern for his daughter, King Ocean devises a risky strategy. He summons his oldest daughter, whose existence is hidden to everyone but his own family, to stand in for her younger sister. King Yunxe's family exiled her as a youngster due to her extraordinary powers. Deprived of filial affection, she established her own existence in the solitude of Meetling Yun. However, everything changes when she marries Ye Yuming in her sister's place. Ye Yuming, who harbors deep animosity for Qian's family, refuses to acknowledge Qian Yunxe as his wife and treats her harshly, even banishing her from his palace grounds. But he can only withstand her youthful charm and bravery for so long. Love is like a cocktail. Chisato Mizusawa is a calm and collected assistant office manager who appears to avoid drinking alcohol. But she enjoys it and has a secret side to herself that only comes out when she is drunk, her cute persona, which she only shares with her husband, the barman Sora. When Chisato returns home each day, Sora looks after his loving wife, feeding her and presenting her with a fresh water. Plum split, Irish coffee, orange breeze, and a variety of other delightful concoctions are among the beverages she enthusiastically consumes. But as much as she enjoys booze, she values her kind-hearted spouse more. Together, they live a happy life, with the occasional cocktail. In this corner of the world, Suzu Urano is a pure, kind-hearted girl who enjoys drawing and daydreaming. She grew up on the outskirts of Hiroshima with her family and is eager to help her grandma with her nori business. However, when she reaches adulthood, Suzu leaves her loving home to marry Shusaku Hoju, a man she hardly knows. While she settles into her new husband's household, the homesick bride tries to adjust to the unusual surroundings, while the war effort continues far beyond its point of no return. When the conflict comes to Suzu's backyard and serenity is replaced by savagery, how will she support herself and those she meets along the way? Konosakai no Katasumi Nai depicts everyday life in the years leading up to and following World War II in a colorful yet eerie manner, highlighting the persistence and courage of regular Japanese people during one of modern history's worst moments. Bluer than indigo. Kaoru Hanabishi, a college student who lives alone, encountered a gorgeous but perplexed girl dressed in a kimono at a train station. He offered to direct her to the address she was looking for, which occurred to be in his neighborhood but turned out to be a vacant lot. Not sure what to do next, Kaoru brought the sad girl to his flat and requested any additional information about her destination. She gave him a photograph of two children, one of whom Kaoru recognized as himself and the other as his boyhood buddy, Aoi Sakuraba. It turns out that the girl in front of him is Aoi Sakuraba, his engaged fiancée who traveled all the way to Tokyo to marry him. Her news was not only startling, but it also reminded Kaoru of the reason he left the Hanabishi family in the first place. Final approach. Ryo and his sister Akane have lived alone together since their parents died a few years ago. Despite their challenging circumstances, they have pretty happy and normal lives. However, everything is about to be turned upside down thanks to a secret government experiment. Due to Japan's declining birth rates, the government is testing a program in which two young individuals are forced to marry. Ryo has nothing to do with it, but he has no option. His new fiancée, Shizuka, arrives at his home late one night with several dozen government-issued bodyguards to assure the couple's success. Unlike Ryo, Shizuka is eager to participate in this new program and goes about her wifely duties despite his protests. Ryo's life has taken an unexpected turn, thanks to meddling friends, overbearing bodyguards, and an overly eager new fiancé. Teisho Oton Fairy Tale. Self-described pessimist. Tamahiko Shima lives alone in the Chiba Highlands after losing use of his right hand in a car accident that killed his mother. His father and other wealthy relatives have deemed him incapable, forcing him into exile. He spends lazy days reading and sleepless nights filled with uncontrollable angst. Tamahiko, true to the Shima's famed pride and determined not to shame his family, accepts his new duty: stay in the mountains and wait for death to end his pain. However, on one snowy night, Tamahiko's sleep is disturbed by a tap at the door. He then meets 14-year-old Yuzuki Takebana, who informs him that she has come to be his future wife. Tamahiko recalls his father vowing to bring him a spouse to help him overcome obstacles in his daily life. Despite being sold as a bride to satisfy her family's debts, Yuzuki demonstrates thoughtfulness, diligence, and dedication to Tamahiko. Will the world-weary youngster ignore the occasional wind of kindness she gives to his humble existence? Hikura-san, Here Comes Miss Modern. The plot revolves around Benio Hikura-san Hanamura, who lost her mother when she was very young and has been raised by her father, a high-ranking official in the Japanese army. As a result, she has developed into a tomboy. Contrary to conventional Japanese conceptions of femininity, she studies kendo, drinks sake, dresses in frequently bizarre Western designs rather than traditional kimono, and is less interested in housework than she is in literature. She also opposes arranged marriages and feels that women have the right to pursue their careers and marry for love. My Happy Marriage. Miyose Mori's life looks to be filled with misery. Born into an arranged marriage, she was swiftly abandoned following her mother's terrible death. Her father remarried, and her younger half-sister Keo received all of the attention, while Mio was reduced to a menial servant. Mio loses faith in her ability to fight back against her family's mistreatment. Mio's father unexpectedly summons her to deliver stunning news. She is to marry Kyoka Kudo, the leader of the famous Kudo family. Despite his noble pedigree, Kyoka is considered to be a heartless man who has dumped all of his previous fiancés. When Mio arrives at the Kudo household, she expects to be treated harshly and discarded. However, contrary to her expectations, Kyoka demonstrates the kindness and affection that she has long needed. Marrying Kyoka may be Mio's only chance to break free from her neglected family and live a happy life. So these were the top 10 romance anime where the couple is married. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any videos like this in the future. Keep sharing your thoughts with us down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.